There we go. Okay, now I've unmuted. The promo is done. I can actually start the stream. Hello, welcome. I'm doing sort of double duty. Sort of. Let's see. We'll try the autosave and see where it's at. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, Itsuki. I think this is the right save. No, you don't have to do that on Bill's stream. I do appreciate that, though. Also, like a little thing, I'm also still in Bill's stream. I'm listening in one ear and also streaming in the other. But yeah, hello, welcome. Hope everyone's having a good day today. I am going to be continuing this, doing a lot of voices and probably blowing my voice out. But it's worth it because it's fun. Honestly, yeah, kind of the same. I do that a lot, I'm not gonna lie. It's also how I know when somebody's live and I can raid them. Nice! Good to hear. Alright, so we basically had the first trial. I'm just getting myself back up to speed here too. First trial's over. 2 people are dead. And yeah, it's the night after. I don't think I don't think Makoto's gonna be saying much. Ooh, nice! I should probably... That reminds me, I should probably, like, write sometime soon. It's been meaning to. It's gone. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything there to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I almost forgot. Since the class trial is over, we'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses.
What are you gonna do?
It's okay. No need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health. I didn't even have time to warn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. Oh yeah, never mind, there are 3 people that are dead. I forgot about that. I forgot how quickly this game ramped up. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it all. I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Sorry I'm late.
So,
I have seen the anime, at least for the first one. I know that they made one for 3 as well. I haven't seen that yet. Hey, are you okay, Makoto?
Listen to me!
You sure took your sweet time. I was just about to go get you, drag you back here. Sorry. Oh, it says I am shedding frames like a motherfucker right now. There we go. Okay. OBS has stabilized itself, thankfully. So, what happened? Was your room fixed up like he said? I imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bath. Jesus Christ, he is way too, energetic for that statement.
Hey, come on.
Thank you, Mondo. Jesus, that's fucked up, man. Why would you say something like that? My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing never happened.
I see.
It must be tough staying there, knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room? Well, staying there with her scent still hanging in the air, that would hurt just as much. Plus, I've decided that I can't turn away from her death. Makoto? Hey, cheer up. Getting dressed isn't gonna help. Getting depressed isn't gonna help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here.
You got it!
So everyone, just try and cheer up and get back on track. Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better? Huh? We were already working together, and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. Now that it's happened, once, it's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place. Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
Well...
But if we work together against the mastermind, nobody'll have any reason to do something like that.
Stop talking.
Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. There's so many, like, fun voices to do here. Like, for real. Working together, fighting a common enemy. Like it or not, it's not that simple. What do you mean?
Are you okay with this?
The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution methods.
Honestly.
Everything has been planned down to the last excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. Defying them may be too great a risk.
So then,
Then what are we supposed to do? Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game.
No.
No.
What?
No what?
I can't take it.
I don't want to live if it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else. Got such the sweet beam.
Huh?
Anyone else? What do you mean?
It's because
Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves.
But
That does get kind of heavy. You think about it.
So,
If we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? That isn't what you wanted, is it?
so it would seem.
She's right. If you heap that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Chihiro, listen. You're not the one. Not you, not Leon, not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened to us if we refused. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind. There it is.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Oh, and one other thing. It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you, see you. That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide. Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear, so be well aware of your actions. Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone.
Oh yeah, Monokuma makes so many, so
Okay
many
then,
puns.
sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
What was that about just now? Is he saying it's our fault what happened? That's pretty cruel, man.
don't fuck with me.
That piece of shit. Who does he think he is? I like Mondo. Mondo is also fun. And so, the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates, Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this was just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. Nice flamenco guitar. I woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement. Then he called us all to the gym. What's he gonna do to us this time? We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. Sayaka was the pop star. Yeah. She was the ultimate pop sensation, I think.
Okay, lift your arms up and down.
Oh, this part.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Calisthenics with Monokuma.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And of course Ishimaru is all about it.
Now reach way up and bend way down. Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young bodies of yours.
I just want to take a moment to appreciate how just out of place this is after the first chapter. Like, this is just, it's so bizarre. But then again, Monokuma is just entirely unhinged and almost doesn't fit the atmosphere of the game in a good way.
Doesn't this feel just great? Being stuck inside like this? You gotta make sure to stay healthy.
You're the one keeping us stuck inside. Exactly. People died and they do this.
Don't sweat the small stuff. That's my motto.
Yaha!
Whoa, I sounded pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in writhing agony for?
So why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise.
Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise?
Hey!
If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now, if you keep doing these exercises, you will uncover the secret of the assassin's fist. Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness, the power can be yours.
That sounded like the kind of junk a middle schooler would come up with.
It doesn't matter. Just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise?
Oh shit, I read that in that Monokuma's voice. I got a little into Monokuma's voice. It happens. I forgot to turn notifications off. It doesn't matter. Just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise? I'm not gonna lie, I do love doing voices a little too much.
Hey,
Of course not. You think I have that kind of free time on my hands?
Okay, so then...
I'd like to make an announcement. every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope's Peak, a whole new world will open up to you.
What the heck?
A whole new world? Cue the Disney song and immediate DMCA tape. No.
You guys?
It'd really suck if you had to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get these days with your ADD and ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated.
Very nice.
So go ahead, look around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode. With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused than when he'd shown up. But a new world?
Could it be?
Is he talking about a way to get outside?
I wonder about that.
That seems unlikely.
Piece of shit!
Well, we don't know till we look.
Hey,
Whatever he meant, it seems we'll have to search the school one more time.
You hear me?
Okay, then let's split up and start investigating. When you're done, everyone meet back up at the dining hall and we'll share what we found. You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that?
Got it!
More like a staple food source. Now let's get moving. Oh my god. Beautiful. Alright, now I can pop that out for now. There we go. I like how Ishimaru literally just went into that. Thank you. Thank you for the follow, Byakuya. I appreciate that. And welcome. Seeing his words as they're no, everyone scattered and left the gym. See if there's anything new to look at here. I don't actually think there was anything new in there.
What the heck?
Hey, Makoto, did you see what's inside the display case? Bad. This is super bad, man. What are you talking about? I didn't notice anything all that weird in there. Sure, to the untrained eye, it's nothing. But this is awful. A bad, awful, terrible trap.
You're serious?
That stuff you see lined up there? Any god could come by and use it to send a message. Huh? I've been struck with knowledge. It's an ill omen of total devastation and ruin.
Let me out of here!
Let me out of here. Let me out. I have no idea what he's talking about, so maybe I'll just leave him alone. Yeah, they did indeed all split up.
Also, I just want to say...
Hey, hello, welcome. How is the flag?
Winning championships and stuff probably came naturally to anyone going to school.
Good.
How is the audio, by the way? Cause like, I hope the game is not like super loud. Did I just go back into- I just went back into the gym.
Good.
There we go. Leave the gym. Now we're back in the school. Okay. Game oh! Hi, Ishimaru! Ishimaru just scared the shit out of me. That's fine.
Makoto, look! The gate blocking the stairs is gone. It would seem a path to the second floor has opened up.
You hear me?
But it's also of utmost importance to double check the areas we already know about just in case.
Without a doubt.
Aren't I so clever to think of that? I really impress myself sometimes.
You understand?
Well, I'll leave the school to you.
Hello, Claude. Thank you for the alert. Hope you're having a good day.
Mondo,
Yo.
I went and checked the metal hatch in the main hall, just to be sure, but just like I figured, hasn't moved an inch. Shit. Out of the characters that are left, I really like Chihiro, Kirigiri, and Celeste. There's some really fun characters. And out of the voices that I get to do, Togumi's is also really fun. Yeah, I'd be surprised if he made things that easy for us.
Hey, damn it. What?
Don't make that face. You look like a pussy. You want me to put some fight spirit in? Well, do you? Ah, Mondo. No thanks. I think I've got enough for now.
Yo.
Well, okay. I'm gonna look for another way out then. Do I have coins? Ow. Fair. Oh god. Oh. Camera movement is starting to catch up with me. Okay. You know, because it never hurts to explore. Okay, never mind. Never hurts to explore. Game, go to the second floor. Okay. The gate that was blocking the stairs has been opened. Is this what Monokuma meant by a new world? If so, what's up there? This is the second floor of the school. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Yeah, I'm sure of it. There's gotta be something here. There's another gate. What's in here? Classroom 2A? The baby is sleeping. Please be quiet. I love that. That's good. That's good.
I see.
This must be what he meant by a new world.
Huh.
I should probably take a really close look around. Love that. Just responding to something real quick. Gotcha. And I'm really happy you got to stop by. I appreciate that, and I hope you rest well. Again, thank you for stopping by. There's a pool.
Just a second.
Oh, Makoto. Hey, guess what? Guess what I found? A pool. There's a pool here. A pool. 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 Awesome. I have to figure out what I'm gonna do tomorrow, actually. I'm excited for it. You don't have to keep repeating it. I got it. I think she's excited for the pool.
Okay.
And there's a ton of exercise equipment in the locker room. Sakura's gonna go nuts when she finds out. Yeah, you're right about that. Hina seems way more excited than usual. Also, there's a fucking gun. You know, we have all of your standard pool supplies here. We have, like, some floating devices. Like the separating buoys. A life preserver. A fucking chain gun. You know, necessities for a swimming pool. Hey, Chihiro, have you checked out the pool yet? No. I don't like wearing swimsuits. Yeah, you do seem like the type who might not be into that kind of thing. You know,
But
that's a good point, Volko. But still, it sounds like the locker rooms here have all the exercise equipment you could ask for. Maybe I'll give it a try. I'd kind of like to get a little stronger. You want to get stronger? I have to say that's kind of unexpected.
yeah,
But I'm not brave enough to step foot into the locker room. Huh? You don't even want to go in the locker room? It's not that I don't want to, it's just... I don't get it. Is she afraid of locker rooms or something? That's a pretty weird phobia, though. Wow, Makoto. Judging people? It's pretty rude. The second floor has opened up, the living area has grown, and a number of facilities are now available. Whatever else is going on, I must admit, things have been made much more comfortable for us.
Do you understand?
If things continue like this, the occasional class trial may not be so bad. Behind this door is the locker room.
Yeah.
Oh, and I guess you need your handbook to get into the locker rooms. Really?
Of course!
Really, really?
Oh,
What?
Hmm.
If you wanna unlock the locker room, you'll have to swipe your personal e-handbook across the card reader next to the door.
Uh-huh.
However, to ensure maximum security within each locker room, only a boy's handbook can open the boys' locker room, and the same goes for the girls. And that's the bottom line.
but
Huh? But what if someone opens the door and then someone else sneaks in?
Anyone who commits such indecency will be punished without mercy for their scandalous sexual depravity. See? There's a Gatling gun mounted on the ceiling, right?
Yahoo!
Yeah.
So that's what the gun's for. That's what the gun's for. Oh god.
just a second.
I bet it really hurt to get shot by that thing. No, I think it'd be a little worse than that. But what happens if someone loans their handbook to someone else? A boy could borrow a girl's handbook, and that would get them into the girl's locker room, would it not?
What? That never even occurred to me. To think someone could be so low, so cowardly, so devilish. Okay, then how's this sound?
I got it!
Time for a new rule. As of this moment, loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. There. So now nobody can give their handbook to anyone else, right? You like that? I'm kind of a genius, right? It's because my brain is 100% cotton.
Honestly.
I do not imagine anyone would have lent their handbook out in the first place.
Is that okay?
After all, they would likely be held responsible for anything that person might do using the handbook.
So,
But, you know, you seem awfully concerned with all this locker room security stuff.
Of course!
It's because all you teenagers are sex-crazed maniacs. You're at that age. You try humping a plastic bunch.
Damn. Monokuma's just calling people out. God damn.
So to keep anything unseemly from happening, I have to maintain a rigorous watch.
Then, in that case, I would ask that you keep the same close eye on our dorms. If some man and some woman decided to share a room, there would be nothing to stop them.
All I care about is protecting the holy image of the school itself. I don't care what happens in your private dorms. By force or by cunning, do whatever you want.
just the worst.
I hate you so much.
See ya later!
Okay, so the new regulation is now in place. See ya!
Man, that stupid bear totally ruined my mood. Maybe I'll go take a dip to cheer myself up.
You got it!
Celeste, Chihiro, you wanna come with me?
As for me,
There is nothing I hate more than getting water on my face.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'll pass this time. Alright, Voko. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. And I hope you have a good rest of the evening. Or day. Whichever time zone. I try to cover all of them. Because my schedule is weird. How come? When you're in a funk, there's nothing better than a good swim to pull you out of it. I'm pretty sure that only applies to you. I hope you rest well, Voko. Let's see, what else is there on this floor besides more bolted up windows and a lot of chairs? The library? Ooh. What's in the library? The shelf is packed tight with books, but looking at it, the whole thing is incredibly dusty. It looks like this library's been neglected for a pretty long time. As nice as the school itself is, whoever's in charge of Bookkeep is pretty lazy. Strange. Okay, I was trying to talk to Toko, but, there we go. You must be pretty happy to have all these books around, huh, Toko? Not particularly. Nothing's really caught my attention so far.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, there's a plethora of books, it's true, but the content seems lacking.
You know nothing!
Where's the comic books? Where's the young adult section?
Huh?
Comic books? Young adult? That stuff's a waste of time. I've seen what you write, Miss Fukawa. Talented as you are, your stuff isn't any more worthwhile. Oh no. You did not just say that to an author.
What the heck?
My stories are filled with true love and pure feelings. Don't compare them to that garbage of yours. Your writing doesn't even mean anything. It's just a bunch of jumbled up letters. Someone should just burn it all. Oh, the lady doth protest too much, methinks. I bet you're secretly into boy-on-boy action. I'm gonna have to turn notifications off. So let me do that real quick. I am a professional streamer. Here we go. Boy on boy? I don't care if it's anime or comics or fanfic or whatever.
I'm telling you!
It's all filth. Throwaway culture that'll be trashed and forgotten in half a decade. Just talking about it makes me sick to my stomach. I feel I'm gonna throw up. You've insulted me and you've insulted my honor. These two are really starting to freak me out. I've never seen anything like it. Ah, the discourse over media. It's like Twitter. Just gonna let that one hang there for a bit. Be fine. But But still, this library is most interesting. Huh? What's interesting about it?
Stop talking.
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking out loud. Thank you, Togami. Oh, there's a letter! I'm absolutely shocked. How come?
Damnation!
They have all these books here and not one copy of any of my works. Well, yeah, why would they have comics in a library? Plus, most fanfic is just porn drawn by a bunch of amateurs. Toko, that cuts deep. That cuts me deep. Stop. You just don't get it. Not at all. I do too get it. And with a face like yours, anyone can tell that nothing you do is worth... Jesus! Jeez! God damn. Say whatever you want about me, but never judge a book by its author.
You know nothing!
Now hear this, appearances mean nothing at all. What you see before you is nothing more than the rind that contains the meaty pulp of my genius.
Here we go!
My creations are what determine my meaning and value. You're so full of it. I'm used to being misunderstood. You think weak attacks like yours will drop my HP? These two really worry me. Yeah, they are really going at each other. Okay. Thank you, Makoto. Oh, hey. Monokuma Jesus, I have 84 Monokuma coins? The shelf is covered in dust, but on the shelf itself is a letter? What's this? Hope's Peak Academy.
Indeed.
It was buried under a thick layer of dust. It must have been sitting there for quite a while. Well, shall we see what's inside? Hello, Sawa. Welcome. Welcome in. I'm just getting into the thick of it today. But we shouldn't read other people's mail without their permission.
Is that right?
What we shouldn't do is leave this here without finding out what's inside. Okay. I broke the seal on the dusty envelope and peeled out the single sheet of paper I found inside. I unfolded the paper and read what was written there. From the Hope's Peak Academy Executive Office. Throughout the years, we have committed to shaping the youth who will one day shape the world. We have a long, proud history as an institution of higher learning with full governmental support. Our graduates enter society ready to take on active leadership roles in every major job field. However, Hope's Peak Academy must now lower the curtain on its glorious history for the time being. This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. Yeah, that is true. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. That being said, this is the end for now. And I would like to personally and sincerely thank everyone for your help and support over the years. For now, we are awaiting official governmental authorization to formally cease operations. What does this mean? You know, that is right. Also, welcome! How are you today? I appreciate you for stopping by. And for the follow earlier. The contents of this letter are quite interesting indeed.
It would seem...
It would seem Hope's Peak had stopped functioning as a school. And judging by the amount of dust the letter had collected, it doesn't seem to have happened recently. If I had to guess, I'd say this letter could be at least a year old. So, You're saying Hope's Peak closed down at least a year ago? Most likely... told me. Right. Most likely, the Mastermind took over the abandoned school in order to put on this little performance. I'm doing good. Glad to hear you're good as well. But that would mean it was closed when I got here just a few days ago. But I didn't get that sense at all. Plus, if the school had shut down, don't you think it would have been all in the newspapers and stuff? I mean, you're saying it could have happened over a year ago, right? But before I got here, I looked stuff up online about the school and never saw anything about this.
So, in other words...
That must have all been part of the Mastermind's plan. They lured us all in here. Someone who could create a place to judge and execute people could potentially be capable of anything. Of course, that's all assuming this letter is real.
However,
If it is real, though, that does solve one mystery surrounding the school. The reason there are no other students here could be because the school had already closed down. That would be a nice, simple solution. It's true. Then, what about this other part? This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. What do they mean by serious issues? That's apparently why the school had to close. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now? Probably yeah, you know, Ghost is a good explanation for that. School's haunted. Probably is. If they're executing people in the school, there's probably ghosts.
now,
If the two events are in fact connected, uncovering that connection would be a useful clue on top of figuring out the Mastermind's motive. Although, I can't really say any more until we find more details. So in other words, only the Mastermind knows the truth right now. The Mastermind's motive. If we can figure out why they would want to imprison us all here, will that be enough to get us out of here? Or... we have now been left with more questions. Oh wait, actually... it's some kind of archive. All I saw in there was stacks of old books and files. I can't imagine what business you would have in there. That's true, I don't really have any reason to check it out.
whew,
I mean, to be fair, the Mastermind is communicating with us through a talking bear. And has cameras mounted in every room in the school, with monitors accompanying them. Would make sense. It's reasonably dusty in here, and the lighting is less than ideal. For a library, it's not the kind of place I'd want to do much reading in. Oh yeah. I think there might still be more to look at in here. The shelf is packed tight with books, but looking at it, the whole thing is incredibly dusty. Looks like the library's been neglected for a pretty long time. Okay, but... oh look, another Monokuma coin! Oh. There's a laptop. It could be. I actually want to say that the creator of this series took some inspiration from Saw. The laptop looks pretty old and it's all covered in dust.
So,
Right? These poor books have just been neglected for so long. It's broken. I tried pressing the power button earlier, but nothing happened. It's broken, huh? Too bad. I was hoping I could use it to go online and see what's going on in the outside world. If it's broken, there's nothing I can really do about it. Anyway, now I have a pretty good idea of what's going on, of what's on the second floor. But I didn't see anything that might lead to any kind of exit or anything. All I can do now is hope someone else found something worthwhile. I'd say the battery's just dead. If the school has kind of been left unattended for a year, I would say the laptop is probably in dire need of some charging. Okay, I'd better head back to the dining hall as soon as possible.
Listen to me!
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how did it go? Did anyone discover any interesting new anything?
Yes, indeed.
There's a library.
Okay.
And a pool. A freaking pool. And locker rooms filled with exercise equipment.
Well,
There was not, however, anything resembling an escape. Yeah, she's right.
I see!
Well, hey, there's no reason to get all sulky. Wait till you hear about my amazing discovery.
Quiet down and listen!
The warehouse and the bathhouse on the first floor of the dorms are now open.
You hear me?
And the warehouse is chock full of food, clothes, whatever you want. There's so much, it's insane. So go ahead and stuff yourself to the gills whenever you feel like.
Are you okay with this?
Keep in mind, of course, that going out at nighttime is still prohibited. Please do not forget.
Yo,
Okay, and what about a fucking way out of here? You find anything like that? Oh, well,
what?
there wasn't anything in the warehouse we could use to get our asses out of here. Nothing? Unfortunately, no. Not that I saw.
Hey, come on.
You fucking people.
What?
Who gives a shit if we have a goddamn pool now? Or a warehouse, or whatever the fuck.
Stop fucking around.
We're still trapped in this piece of shit school. We need to find a goddamn way out. Mondo kinda be speaking the truth, though. Now, there is no point in taking your anger out on us. To answer that question, Sawa, he uses all of it. Mondo, more than likely, has like an oil container worth of petroleum in his hair right now. He would, like, if there is so much of as a spark around him, he will glow like a candle. Probably. Adaption is the key, yes? For now, we must each find a way to enjoy our current situation.
You piece of...
Whatever you say, you fucking loon. For now, let's just continue our investigation and let everyone know if you discover something. He kinda is. You know? Fair point, Faye. You got me there. You got me there.
So then,
So, are we done for today? Well, yeah, I guess so. The air seemed to suddenly grow heavy again. Was this the Mastermind's plan to give us hope? Just to turn around and betray that hope? Oh, it's just gonna send me straight to the bedroom. Okay. Let's go. Monokuma time? Yeah, it's Monokuma time.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime.
Oh, I see that OBS is having a fun moment as well. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, OBS. Oh yeah, no, there's cameras in literally every room in the school.
Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Okay, so serious question. How is the stream looking right now? Cause OBS is like having a meltdown. I'm watching OBS over here and it's like, oh yeah, your bitrate's fine, and then dead, and then fine, and then dead. I'm over here just watching it and being like, OBS, please. Please. Right? Midnight snacks are a staple. Okay, that's as long as it's coming through okay, that's fine. OBS is just giving me mini heart attacks. Ooh. We all promised not to leave our rooms during the nighttime. There's not much else to do. I guess I'll just go to bed. Oh boy, Monokuma Theater time. Let's go. Mr. Monokuma, do you have a second? I don't really like myself. I don't have any kind of skill or hobby I can say I'm super good at. And my grades are totally average too. My reflexes are okay. Not great, not awful. I could get into a decent college where I'd make a few friends, maybe find a normal girlfriend. Which is exactly why I don't like who I am. I understand that now. My life is just one giant copy-paste. I don't have any imagination. I'm a perfectly average cardboard cutout.
You see what I mean, right, Mr. Monokuma?
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Monokuma. Monokuma Theater, everyone. Wasn't that very insightful?
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine. Get ready to greet another beautiful day. Oh, that's right. I wanted to let you know that your e-handbooks have been updated.
Ooh.
New regulations have been added, so please take a look and enjoy your school life more than ever before.
Like, Monokuma's, like, little Monokuma theaters are always super informative. He must be referring to yesterday. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. But right now I need to hurry up and head to breakfast. Can I check the thing? No, not that. This button? It's this button. There we go. Students may reside only within the school. Leaving campus is an unacceptable use of time. Nighttime is from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. Some areas are off limits at night, so please exercise caution. Sleeping anywhere other than the dormitory will be seen as sleeping in class and punished accordingly. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion. Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is strictly prohibited, as is destruction of surveillance cameras. Anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered. Once a murder takes place, a class trial will begin shortly thereafter. Participation is mandatory for all surviving students. If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. If the guilty party is not exposed, they alone will graduate and all remaining students will be executed. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Additional school regulations may be added as necessary. Let's check the bathroom. I can't let myself turn away from Sayaka's death. For Sayaka and myself. Okay. I wondered if there would be anything else to that, but it makes sense. Alright, let's do a quick look-see and see if we can find any other characters around. Okay. They just want me to go to the dining hall. Speed! What the fuck? Oh. That's the warehouse. Okay, so the premise of this is we're all trapped in this school. The only way to get out of the school is if somebody kills somebody else and gets away with it. But if they kill someone and don't get away with it, they're the only ones that die. So the only options that we have are to live here forever and not kill anyone, or kill someone and get out. Naturally, kinda not cool to kill people that you have befriended. Just generally not okay. But Monokuma wants you to kill someone and get away with it.
Hey, Makoto.
Morning, Makoto. Good morning. Is everyone here already?
Yo, yo, yo!
Nope, still waiting on Byakuya and Taka. Byakuya's no surprise, but it's strange Taka's not here yet. Knowing Taka, I imagine he is trying to get the King of Tardiness up and out of bed. I'm sure they will be here soon enough. Just to be patient. Yeah, honestly, DJ, yeah. Basically. It's basically Among Us. Also, I just want to take a moment to appreciate how absolutely fucking jacked this lady is. This is a lady. She is fucking jacked. Like, okay, I'm gonna level here. You know how there's a lot of comments about people wanting to get their heads crushed between someone's thighs? She could absolutely fucking crush your head. And then some. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'll be here all week. And now we get back to the game. Hi, welcome to my stream where I occasionally take breaks in the middle of the game to talk about getting heads crushed between thighs. Because I am down bad respectfully.
Let's see.
I don't mind waiting for them, but there is one problem. Which is? I am thirsty. You know what, Celeste? Me too! I am thirsty. I am very thirsty. I am gonna take a drink. You know what? I should get this screen cap. I think I might actually do that later. I'll get this screen cap and I'll just post it on Twitter with no fucking context. So it's accurate.
Hey, come on.
How the hell is that a problem? Ifumi, would you make me some tea? Huh? Milk tea, if you please.
Well,
Why me?
let's see.
Your roundish figure reminds me of the owner of the coffee shop I used to frequent. That's your reason?
This is fine.
I can feel my throat drying out. Quickly, please.
Oh.
Okay. You know, that's... yeah, honestly, yeah. I kinda am. Thighs are good. Yeah. No, that's accurate. I agree, Sawa. I agree. Apparently unable to refuse Celeste's order, Fumi skulked away. Oh, skulked his way into the kitchen. And a few minutes later... Thank you for waiting. Ifumi reappeared, with a tray in hand, the gentle aroma growing stronger as he approached. Finally. You could have made some for the rest of us, you know?
There's no way to think about this in a common sense kind of way.
I emphatically decline. You're not my type at all. It's all about the law of causality. Basic instinct. Act and react. Well, then, if you don't mind. A small smile played across her lips as she held the teacup delicately in her hand.
Oh,
Wait. She cocked her head to the side, and threw the cup as hard as she could at the wall. He didn't put milk in it, did he?
What?
Browning! Hello! I'm doing good. How are you? Hey, what are you doing, my little white rat? Jesus Christ. Hifumi is down bad. I hate this kind of tea. I don't understand.
yes, indeed.
Imagine we are at a coffee shop. Just any normal, everyday cafe. I sit down and I order some tea. They then ask me, would you like lemon or milk? Now further imagine that I replied, oh yes, I would like milk tea, please. In this case, along with my tea, they may bring me a small container of milk, yes? But this is not for me. I am among those who prefer the milk to be part of the process from the outset. The fragrance is just so overwhelmingly sweet that way. Adding milk or lemon right before you drink is like dousing your fries in ketchup, mere condiments. Whenever looking for a cafe, I first review their menu to see if it offers the proper style of milk tea. And and I cannot acknowledge any milk tea that does not add the milk during the brewing process. Damn. That's good to hear, Browning. Very happy to see you. And I don't... Yeah, he didn't poison it, but she's very, very picky. Also, the fact that she could tell that he didn't put it in immediately is kind of impressive. But at the same time, really concerning. If I had to describe our shared reaction to what we've just heard, I'd have to go with wide-eyed bewilderment. I went to all that trouble to make you that tea, and you wanted me to go even farther? Yep. He messed up. Yes, I realize it can be a bit of a hassle. Even in cafes that offer proper milk tea, it is always more expensive than simple tea with milk. It takes more time to prepare, surely. But why even bother creating a menu if you're not going to offer the highest level of quality? Well, we don't actually have a menu.
You little bitch!
That does not matter. Hurry up and bring me what I asked for, swine.
Say what? Yay!
Okay, your little piggy will bring it right out. I do love coercion.
Huh?
You were, like, a totally different person just now.
Shit.
Yeah, shit, you really went psycho there. I knew there was more to her when I first met her. I'd hate to have her as an enemy. Seriously, man, she's one scary chick. The dining hall doors flew open, and one of the late arrivals came storming in. But bad news. Bad news, everyone. There is a mystery afoot.
Huh?
Huh? What happened? Yeah, Celeste is kinda... She's kind of a little scary. It would seem Byakuya refuses to leave his room. I stood there pressing his doorbell over and over, but he never showed himself. Maybe he just wasn't there.
I think maybe...
I'd like to think so, but I'm worried something might have happened to him. What he meant by that, he didn't have to say anything else. Everyone understood exactly what that might mean. Oh yeah, no. Celeste is hardcore Dom energy. 100%. It might be a good idea if we split up and go look for him.
Listen to me!
Ah, I was just about to suggest the same thing.
What's your problem?
Stop trying to one-up everyone.
Um...
Okay, then I'll go check his room one more time. I'm just gonna keep on hammering that button till I get a response.
Well then.
Very well. The rest of us can go check the rest of the building. Yeah, before it's, too late. Anyway, we have to do our best to find Byakuya. So where might Byakuya have gone? Maybe he went to check out the second floor of the school again. Celeste, aren't you going to help look for Byakuya? I have not had my tea yet. Huh?
As for me...
Until my thirst is satisfied, I have no urge to do anything. If you're in a hurry, feel free to motivate Hifumi to move faster. Okay. But aren't you kind of selfish? There he is. Ah, Mr. Naegi.
What's going on?
Well, nobody's seen Byakuya this morning, so we all decided to go look for him.
What?
What? That's not good at all.
However,
This little piggy needs to... I have a holy edict to deliver a proper milk tea to my master. Oh yeah, 100%. Sawa Hiro is the, he is the ultimate student clairvoyant. Well, the ultimate clairvoyant prodigy. He brought a crystal ball with him. They got smashed on the first few days. He definitely partakes of some of the good stuff. Or perhaps maybe a little too much incense. To bless this undeserving swine with such an honor, I will serve you with all my heart and soul. Hifumi is, as we like to say in the VTubing community right now, he is shrimping because the other word Twitch does not like. Hifumi is whipped. This poor dude is whipped. Oh, okay. Good luck with that. Ifumi's created some creepy alternative reality for himself. Poor dude. Poor dude is whipped. He is hardcore on that, like, one-way shrimp train. Oh yeah. And go in the bath? This is the bathhouse? Yo, what? They have massage chairs? They have, like, cozy slippers? Oh my god. This is a nice fucking bathhouse. It's like a spa.
Yo.
How's it going? You find him? No?
Hey, come on.
Shit. Man, where the hell did he go? He's got his head stuck so far up his ass, who knows what's going on with him. I figured maybe he was taking a bath or something.
By the way.
So, what about you? You a morning bath kind of guy?
Hell yeah.
After spending all night riding on your hog, wind in your face, there's nothing better than a morning dip. The hot water loosens you up, and the heat of your soul gets your heart and body pumping. Sure thing. I'll have to take your word for all that.
What?
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 You don't know what I'm talking about? Fucking nerd.
Hell yeah.
You guys gotta expose themselves to each other, you know? Come with me next time. You'll see. Come on. Mondo hitting on Makoto? Is this... Okay. I'll think about it. But, I mean, it's not like you've been riding your hog here in the school, right? Why did you have to emphasize that, Makoto? Why? That... I don't think it had that meaning, Makoto, but... Welp. Using this massage chair would make me feel kinda old. Okay, first off, Makoto, Why you gotta call me out like that? Yeah, no, that's totally fair. Like, Mondo's living his best life. I'm proud of him. Happy for him. Okay, so it's just the massage chair. Let's see. What else we got in this room here? Lockers. One of them is unlocked, but I don't see anything inside. Alright, let's see. Oh my god! This is a very nice bathhouse. Like, I know it's like super traditional, but this is nice. This bathtub is huge. It is. No, absolutely, 100%. The power of massage is strong. Okay, let's see what else we got to explore here. Is he in the laundry room? He is not in the laundry room. It's a bunch of magazines. One's called The Lovely Ladies of Earth. It's filled with what they refer to as world-class beauties. I got a Monokuma coin. Hell yeah, let's go. I wonder what's in the warehouse. Oh my god. Aha! I see you came to search this area as well, Makoto. But you were one step too late. I've already finished my investigation, and there was no trace of Byakuya here.
You hear me?
An army marches on its stomach, as they say. So I thought maybe he would come here to have his fill. We must all eat. Eat until there's nothing left to eat.
You understand?
Anyway, now is no time to get discouraged. We must head elsewhere to continue our search. Yeah, you're right. There's all kinds of stuff piled up everywhere. I get kinda excited looking at it all. I could never get half the stuff in the outside world. Is this the fridge Sayaka mentioned? It's stuffed with food and drinks. Let's see if there's any more things here. Hey Hina, any luck? Nah, it's no use. I keep banging on his door and nothing. Come on already, open up! FBI, open up! Careful, you're gonna burst the door down hitting it that hard. Relax, this is nothing compared to what Sakura could do. Sakura's really awesome, you know? If she really wanted to, she could tear this door to shreds. I believe it. I believe Sakura could rip that door in half. I see. Well, she is the ultimate martial artist. She might actually be able to do it. I've been knocking long enough. I think I can say for sure he's not here. I think you're right. I'm gonna go look around for him.
Yeah.
Okay, good luck. Hi, Toko. Hey, Toko. Hanging out with Hina, huh?
What's your problem?
What? You got a problem with that? No? Something might have happened, right? Being alone right now might not be safe. So you got scared and decided to stay close to Hina. I guess everyone has a softer side. As long as I'm with the sports idiot, if something does happen, I'm sure she'd jump in without thinking and take the ball. Huh? What? Were you eavesdropping? Awful. You're just awful. Get lost, you stray cat. Hey! Hey, Toko. Toko, wow, that's hurtful. That's hurtful to me. I feel like I'm being attacked through the screen. Ow. Toko, that cut deep. Toko's just going straight for the throat. As I go Mach speed. Okay, nothing's in the classroom. That's where I was. Can I go in here? Oh yeah, I can. Let's go. You know what time it is. It's gotcha time. If I can... Okay, there we go. Oh, sweet, it looks like cup noodles. Wait a second. Hold up. Oh my god, was that a bra of holding? Did I just get a fucking bra of holding? I'm gonna gloss over the first thing, cause I think I know what the fucking first thing was, but the second thing looked like a bra of holding. Yeah, so far this is going really well. I think I'm getting some good items. Is that a fucking gun? Did I just get a fucking gun? I know what that thing was, I think. Well, my mind is definitely not in the right place to look at some of these pixelated items. That's a fucking sword. I'm not gonna lie, this gacha is filled with some questionable items. Oh, sweet, a doll. Is that a loincloth? It's got a loincloth. Oh yeah, let's go. We got some nuts. Got some nuts out of the gacha machine. Oh, that's... Did I just say JoJo? I got a telephone. Is that a glass bird? I don't want to know what that one was. That was a comic book. Probably should put the doll back. Looks like a horror movie. Ah, sweet, some soup. That is a fucking arrow. Oh, got another lucky item. Let's see what it is. Some glasses. I'm getting a few, like, repeat items. So I think I've gotten most of the ones I can get. Let's see. The bow. Neat. Let's go. I think we're almost out of coins. Gonna assume that was a pen. Oh, this little radio mascot. That's neat. Some boxing gloves. Another pen. Another phone. Let's go. I don't know what that is, but sure. Hey, and that's all of our coins. Okay, now we can continue looking for Byakuya. After I spent all of my money, it's time to look for Byakuya. He was not there. Gonna assume he's not in the gym either, but you know, you can never be too safe. The nurse's station is closed. Maybe it was a whistle. I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to tell. See if he's in the gym. He is not in the gym. Alright, off we go. Game's having a moment. There we go. I moved too fast. Had to oh, there's Kiri.
Hey,
So you thought to come here too? Huh?
so...
If you think about what Byakuya was so interested in yesterday, you can probably guess where he is right now, right? Huh? What was it Byakuya was interested in again? He's in the fucking library. Exactly, no healing, only murder. When I opened the door to the library and looked inside, I cried out in sudden surprise. Byakuya? He's literally just sitting there with a cup of coffee reading a fucking book. Like, this man's is just sitting here in the library, chilling, reading a fucking book, cup of coffee, and we just burst through the fucking door and screamed at him. That's totally normal.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm fishing. What does it look like I'm doing? I'm trying to read, so if you could be quiet.
Oh, sorry. Wait, no! What are you doing here? Everyone's super worried. We've all been looking for you.
Who asked you to do that?
Because we're all supposed to meet up in the morning and eat together. We made a promise.
A promise? Can't I get a second's peace and quiet around here?
Look at Byakuya go. Byakuya snapped his book shut and slowly stood up, smooth and silent as a shadow. Meanwhile, the others must have heard me yell and started showing up one after another.
You!
Byakuya, so this is where you've been hiding. The heck are you doing in here, man? We were very concerned. Well, you had no reason to be. I was just reading. I've never read such a coarse novel before, but it might just prove useful at some point.
Well,
What were you reading? A mystery novel.
well,
Wait, are you gonna use what you're learning in there to betray us? Don't be stupid. Yeah. It's just something to keep in mind. Yet what?
Naturally.
If I decide to fight, of course I'll come up with something original. Otherwise, this game of ours will be totally boring, right? It's not often you get to take part in such a high-stakes, high-tension activity. So if you're going to do it, you have to make sure it's entertaining. His words sent a chill down my spine. There was an undeniable smile on his face as he spoke. He looked like he was actually enjoying himself. Enjoying this deranged killing game. What
Damn
the
you!
fuck do you mean game? That's fucked up. But it is a game. It's a game of life or death, which can have only one winner. That's all there is to it. He's right. It's a zero-sum game. Huh?
are you okay with this?
It is part of game theory, a mathematical model. In game theory, what we are going through now is called a zero-sum game. In this type of game, in order for one person to gain something, another must necessarily lose something. In other words, it is a situation in which participants must compete for position or resources.
I see.
You mean like a kind of elimination match?
Actually,
Entrance exams, sports tournaments, job openings, most social interactions fall into this category. Everyone must scramble to obtain something which is limited. For you to succeed, someone else must fail. This also applies to the school life we have been subjected to here. In this case,
is that okay?
our limited resource is that only one of us can successfully become the Blackened.
So, in other words,
So this game was designed from the beginning to force one of us to try and defeat all the others. But that can't be what they had in mind. This is why adaptation is so crucial. If those who want to escape were to disappear, there would be no reason to continue playing the game.
what?
But why would I want to stop playing? It's so much fun. He smiled again as he spoke. The smile was filled with an evil intent. It twisted his face into something not human. It sounds as if you do not acknowledge even the possibility that you may lose. Am I right?
Naturally.
Of course. You do not speak like the others. Exactly what I would expect from the Dami heir apparent. It's just normal arrogance, isn't it?
Just a second.
Talk like that, but what if you end up dead?
Not possible.
I won't. It simply isn't possible.
You son of a bitch!
Who the fuck do you think you are? You know, I still can't believe it.
What?
Believe what? That an uneducated, brain-dead, useless piece of garbage like you has survived this long. Jesus Christ! Goddamn. It's getting vicious.
Piece of shit!
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Like I said, I won't die. You keep saying that, but do not bother arguing with him. For him, the concept of losing simply does not exist. He is the ultimate affluent progeny after all, a boy raised to succeed from the day he was born. He considers victory his destiny and has lived his life accordingly. Tests and challenges are merely ways for him to stand victorious, even if it is a life-and-death situation. Is that not so, Pyakuya? At least one of you seems to understand.
Isn't it wonderful?
It is because I am the same as you. Games are meant to be won.
That's enough.
Are you trying to suggest we're on the same level? Close that vulgar mouth of yours.
Oh,
Well, well, I do apologize. Akito loves hope. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Anyway, let me just say this to all of you. You all need to try harder. If an opponent isn't going to give it their best, where's the fun for me?
no.
Hello, Crimson. How are you? I am good. We're getting into chapter 2. Quite a bit. That's a terrible way to look at it.
What?
It's because
This isn't a game. Our lives are on the line, you know? To kill your own friends is...
that's horrific.
Thank you, Chihiro. Friends? Who decided that?
Huh?
Huh? We're not friends. No, quite the opposite. We're in competition. We're enemies.
But
But, you know...
What?
But what? Stop trying to force your contradictions on me and just accept what I'm telling you.
Come on.
Yes, if you have something to say, say it. Otherwise, keep your mouth closed. Damn.
I'm sorry.
Stop fucking around!
Hey, shithead. You get off on bullying people that can't fight back. You want to try that on me? So you're back to pretending to be friends, huh? And how long do you think that's going to last?
Piece of shit!
Fuck you.
What?
Is that all you can say? It's unfortunate you would waste your breath on such empty gibberish.
You son of a bitch!
That's it, you're fucking dead.
Just a second.
Hold on, just calm down.
Piece of shit!
I am calm.
Oh.
How is this calm? Anyway, I don't have any intention of working with the rest of you any longer. To cooperate during an elimination game is, well, frankly, it's a waste of time, and I hate wasting my time. Waste of time?
Not possible.
Engaging in friendly group meals is out of the question. Someone could easily poison our food. And I'd rather not become part of the Last Supper just yet.
Shit.
Quit talking like you're in a fucking movie or something.
Goodbye.
All I'm saying is that ultimately, you are all free to do whatever you want on your own. Goodbye. Without a second glance back, Yaki left. There wasn't anything we could do to keep him from going. His way of thinking was just beyond anything the rest of us could even comprehend.
But
Was he serious about all that?
He was, without a doubt.
Don't fuck with me.
Well, fuck him then. But-
Maybe.
But what he said, he might not necessarily be wrong. I mean, can you say for sure someone won't poison our food? Hey, come on, you too, Toko?
Anyway.
Well, it's not like anyone would care, even if I was gone, right? Actually, I bet you all want me gone. You all think I'm disgusting. None of us think that.
I'm telling you.
You just think you don't think that. I know some people like to play the victim, but this is just totally out there. You think I don't know, but I do. You want me gone. I'm sure the rest of you want the same thing, don't you? Well, I mean, maybe. There's always a maybe. Oh, hey, Toko, wait. Just let her go. Once she gets going like that, there's nothing you can say to bring her back. Ultimately, our breakfast meeting came to an end, without answering any questions. Everyone headed back to their rooms. Jeez. Well, I'm tired already. But I don't have time to take even one day off. I need to get myself going. This music really does not fit. It's just like, it's kind of unnerving how up the music got. Because it's free time! Let's go hang out with somebody! See, who's around to hang out? Patrolling around, let's see who we can find. Who's around? Who's in the kitchen? Celeste is right there. Oh well, nobody's actually in the kitchen. Check and see, is anybody in the laundry room? Nobody's in the laundry room. Where is everyone? One in a bath? Is anyone in the bath? No, nobody's in the bathhouse. Huh. Where did everybody go? Hi, welcome to the stream where I run around and try to find people. You just hear the line, Well, fuck him. And then the immediate thought in the head is, you know, maybe I will. I just might. I take this as a challenge. Just like me trying to find somebody to talk to. Because apparently everyone's just fucking gone. Game. Oh yeah, you have free time. You should go talk to people. Me, running around the entirety of the school trying to find someone to talk to. I'm not gonna lie. This is actually very similar to my high school experience. Me, running around looking for someone to talk to. Oh, hi, Afumi. Me, who just literally just walks by. Oh look, Byakuya's back in the library. So Byakuya's in the library. So where's everyone else at, though? This is what I want to know. Somebody in TV? Reality isn't everything. That is a realistic bear. Okay, I have a big brain idea here. I'm gonna check this classroom real quick. Okay, nobody's in here. I have an idea. 'Cause I'm Okay, so we know where they are. I'm gonna check the classrooms down here real quick. And then I'm gonna do the big brain play of actually going to someone's room and seeing if they're in their room. Secret Beauty. You know, I think that's the only chalkboard that's actually got a sign. The red theater looking doors is the courtroom for the trials. It only opens, I think, when they're... Damn. I can't talk to Chihiro. Well... I guess it's time to talk to, Celeste. Did I just go back into... I just went in the kitchen. E. Alright, Celeste...
Did you need something?
Well, if it isn't the D-rank Makoto, is something the matter? Should I hang out with Celeste for a while?
This is fine.
Well then, shall we have a bit of a conversation? But don't misunderstand. I have no affection for you on a personal level. I spent some time with Celeste. Celeste and I grew a little closer today. Would you like to give Celeste a present? Yes, definitely. What would you like to give her? A Coca-Cola. Or a cola. Yes. That's sea salt. Okay. Black croissant. Royal curry. Ration. Oh, there was our sunflower seeds. Everlasting bracelet. Love status ring. Helps peak ring. Blueberry perfume. God of War charm. Max gloves. Nice. Glasses. G-Sick. Red scarf. Leaf covering. Jimmy Decay t-shirt. Hand draw. Demon Angel Princess. Astral Boy. Quality chinchilla cover. Adorable Reactions collection. Cherry Blossom Bouquet. Ray gun. Silent Receiver. Old-timey radio. Antique doll. Project Zombie. Tips and tips. Kishi Dynamo. Someone's graduation album. A water flute. A small light. Voice-changing bow tie. Novelist's fountain pen. If facts. Meteorite arrowhead. Red costume. School press. A despair bat. Let's give her black ingredient. It looks burnt, but it's actually pretty good.
No, thank you.
I am the type of person that who cannot decline a gift. So I have no choice but to accept this, but I want to stress that it's only because my sense of duty. Also, in case you're wondering, yes, I did give her the black croissant because it reminded me of her hair. Does that mean she liked it? Also, I think she might actually have liked that, and that was kind of a total shot in the dark.
Makoto, I would like to share something with you.
Huh? What is it?
My perfect gambling strategy.
Is there really such a thing?
Indeed.
Of course there is. Are you ready? Please pay attention. Whatever the game, you must have a mind for strategy. This will allow you to increase your odds of winning. However, the exciting part about gambling is that there is a power which can overwhelm any strategy.
There is?
Indeed.
That power is luck.
Luck.
Actually,
There are only two types of luck, good and bad. There is no in between. And that luck is built into every human at the moment of conception, like a computer program.
is that okay?
Some call it fate. The bottom line is, luck is life.
Well,
Do you see what I am saying?
You mean to say that your perfect strategy...
Correct. You see, I was programmed to have good luck when it comes to gambling. This is why I have never lost.
So, that's all there is to it.
You are the ultimate lucky student, yes? Does this perhaps exceed my own luck? One day, I hope to put that to the test.
I hope you are well.
Well then, have a nice day.
Without another word, Celeste quietly disappeared. I'd say my life's been more bad luck than good luck lately. Gambling's probably not a great idea for me. Celeste's report card has been updated based on your experience with her. Your maximum number of skill points has increased.
Hey, look at you go.
You know, I'm trying to think who would actually like the hand bra. I'm really trying to think. There's still plenty of time left. I can't just sit around here. I should head out. We're gonna get a 2-for-1 here? We're gonna get to hang out with somebody else too? Let's take a look around and see if anybody's here. Let's go. Oh, hey, Celeste. Can we talk again? I know we just talked like a few minutes ago.
I have grown entirely accustomed to life here. With enough time, any place can eventually come to feel like home.
Should I hang out with Celeste a little while?
Oh, hello!
I think I'm winning. I don't know what I'm winning, but I think I am.
As for me,
I truly frighten myself to captivate even insignificant little creatures like yourself.
I spent some time with Celeste. Celeste and I grew a little closer today. Yeah, I kind of agree. I agree with that, Sala. Yes, definitely. What would you like to give her?
Cause she only likes the best.
I just thought about it. The person that would like the creepy doll is probably Hero. Hero will probably like the antique doll. Just because of that reason. I'm gonna try the Royal Curry. Never mind, I'm not going to try the Royal Curry, it's made for kids. I stand corrected. It's the red scarf. Quality chinchilla cover? Dark red seat cover. Its refined design is intended for only the most elite clientele. Maybe. Maybe. A phone that for some unknown reason doesn't let you hear the person on the other end and doesn't let them hear you. A radio with retro exterior but state-of-the-art technology inside. Of course there's no reception in the school, so you can't hear anything anyway. Okay, the antique doll. Porcelain doll, due to the exquisite craftsmanship of the doll and its clothing, many people still collect and prize them to this very day. Tips and tips. What's this? A thick book that has hints and codes for every game ever released. Aha! Flip the switch on the bottom to set the doll's shaking. Apparently it's a kid's toy, but I don't really get the point of it. Zoom along to a detective who has the body of a child but the mind of a genius. The bow tie lets its users speak in a variety of voices. Used to distribute full-length novel based on what the world would look like if all of someone's dreams came true. Arrowhead discovered in some ancient ruins fashioned from a meteorite. They say that getting pierced by it will give you the power to see demons. Jump into this and you'll feel like you can support the world. It resembles some kind of Yeti creature. Okay, a tough, long-lasting cracker used mainly as an emergency ration. Each piece contains full 7 different flavors. Very popular with men these days, but to be honest, although it does attract the ladies, most guys hate the smell. A charm devised by the protective deity of martial arts and the great and gracious. Huh. Neat. They say that wearing these while performing incantations will help you better speak with the target of your spell. Well, I think we know who that's for. Most people consider it a throwaway watch due to its poor quality. Still, it enjoys massive popularity thanks to its low price. Yeah, let's give her that. Damn. She didn't like it. Uh-oh. I don't think she was too happy with that. Damn. She didn't like the high quality seat cover. I almost just said something to expand on that, but I don't think she would do that. So I'm gonna forget that I thought that and move on.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime.
Whoops, the wrong button.
Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Another day gone. Even though today is over, this game definitely isn't. How long is this gonna keep going? All the stress and anxiety kept me from falling asleep until late in the night. Oh boy, it's Monokuma Theater, let's go! Whenever I spot a cute girl, I have a tendency to stare. I can't help it, I just gaze with intensity. The other day, I rode my bike to the train station.
I was in the bathroom, just looking at myself in the mirror.
Very informative, as always, Monokuma.
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine. Get ready to greet another beautiful day.
Well, I guess I better head to the dining hall before anything else. Time to go to the dining hall. I don't have time for a... okay. Let's see if everyone showed up. I went to the breakfast meeting, same as always, but... Is this everyone? It feels a little small. Byakuya and Toko had stormed off yesterday, and it wasn't too surprising they hadn't come today. Even the table looks bigger somehow. I assume that is because 3 people are dead and 2 are abstaining. Yeah, with 5 people missing, I guess it would feel kinda empty. Still, I know Byakuya's whatever, but shouldn't we go check on Toko?
For serious?
I vote no. She's super annoying. How can you be so cold? You are like a piece of rock candy.
You hear me?
What? Oh, rock candy isn't cold, it's sweet.
Shit.
Anyway, Byakuya's the real problem. If we don't keep an eye on him, he might really kill someone. You can't see it you can see it in his eyes.
Huh?
We got no choice. Get some rope. We're gonna have to keep him bound and gagged. I think that's going a little overboard. Unless you're trying to have a good time and it's consensual. There's your PSA for the day from me. Moments that I'm glad that things don't necessarily get clipped.
Count on it.
He's right. In this situation, there's nothing scarier than when an ally turns loose cannon. It's just like when we were kids and someone would go crazy at sports day or whatever.
What?
What the fuck are you talking about? You're gonna use the rope to do tug of war or something? Idiot.
It can't be.
I'm not an idiot.
You!
You're an idiot.
Damn you!
Who are you calling stupid? Huh? What's wrong, Chihiro? You don't look so great.
Oh.
Oh, I'm just going through a little self-loathing.
Huh? Self-loathing?
Well, after what Byakuya said to me yesterday, I just got so nervous I locked up. I couldn't say anything. Mondo ended up having to help me out, and even he said I was someone who can't fight back.
Oh.
I hate how weak I am.
Oh.
I see. So Mondo made you depressed.
What?
What? How is
What?
it my fault?
Hey, come on.
I was trying to be mean. I wasn't trying to be mean. Besides, girls are just naturally weak. Damn, Mondo. Stop. You're digging yourself in a hole. Stop. No. Don't do it. You have made a mistake. Are you crying? It's because you were screaming like a oh my god. Aui's face. Oh god, I love Aui's face. Look at the sass. Look at this sass. Oh, Cheers, crying.
Hey, come on.
Hey, come on, don't cry. It's my fault, okay? I won't yell at you anymore. Really? Not sure I can believe that.
Huh?
Just shut up. Yeah, Mondo
What?
is not the
What?
the smartest. I got it. I'll make you a promise as a man.
Huh?
Promise? As a man?
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe I mentioned this before, but ever since I was a kid, there was one thing my brother told me over and over again. He said that no matter what, a real man always keeps his promises. That's what he left me. Left you? Oh, yeah. My brother's dead. Oh, I see.
That's true.
Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. Don't want to make all you guys cry.
Yo.
Anyway, so you could trust me when I make that promise. So you don't gotta cry anymore.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mondo.
Sure.
But
I still don't like how I am right now. I have to get stronger. If I'm so weak, anything can make me cry. That's not good.
Still, don't stress out too much about having to get stronger.
No, I want to get stronger. Maybe I should start working out.
In that case, I would be happy to help you out anytime. Why do you have to scream, Hifumi?
But then Miss Fujisaki would get smashed into a billion pieces.
Just a second.
Shut up, you.
You know?
Oh? finally cracked a smile, huh?
I see.
Yeah,
Thank you.
everyone, thank you.
Looks like Chihiru's gotten some life back. Yeah, man, if we keep helping each other out like this, we're bound to get out of this crappy place sooner or later. I mean, someday, I'm sure. Still, our biggest concern right now is the other two who never showed up to breakfast. What can I do to try and understand those two better? Flay! I see the Farron emote. Head pats. That emote demands head pats. Okay, so what should I do today? It's free time again, and I think after this free time I will probably have to wrap up, or it'll be close to wrapping up. Leave the area. Let's go. Let's see, who can we talk to? Zooming. Okay, nobody's in there. Yeah, it's all over again. Me having to find someone to talk to. Oh hey, look, it's Celeste. We're gonna talk to her one more time. Ah, Makoto. I should tell you, I have recently seen the shadow of death upon you. That's just a little joke. Oh no! Not the head pat emote. I don't think I have a head pat emote, come to think of it. Meanwhile, I stare very intently at Twitch. Never mind. I have I do have I have a head pat emote. I have Init's head pat emote. Yes. Awesome. Yeah. Head pat's delivered. Should I hang out with Celeste? Let's hang out with Celeste. It would seem I'm growing used to your deplorable face. This is another aspect of adaptation, I suppose. Despite her thinly veiled insults, I spent some time with Celeste. Celeste and I grew a little closer today. Would you like to give Celeste a present? No, not really. Not this time. There's still time left in the day. I don't feel like just sitting here. Maybe I'll go explore. So let's check real quick. Saka's was completed. So, hold up. Celeste is 5'5". She's 5'5" and 101 pounds, with a 31-inch bust. Why is the bust size included in the game? Don't worry about it. Damn. Sakura is 6'4", 218 pounds of pure muscle. Damn. Toko is 5'4". I love Sakura. Aoi is 5'3". Kyoko is 5'6". How tall is Hiro? Is 6 foot even. Nice. Ifumi is 5'7". Mondo is 6'2". How tall is Togami? Togami's 6'1". Hiro is 5'9". Makoto is 5'3". And Chihiro is 4'10". Chihiro is very small. Let's see. I'm kind of curious. Oh, Celeste is there now. I want to see if I can... I wonder where... There's Sakura and Aoi. Hiro's in the kitchen. And let's be honest, Hiro's probably got the munchies. Let's look around and see what we can find. It'd probably help if I actually clicked on the door, wouldn't it? Oh, I could have. There's only one downside to this. Because I know for a fact that, very soon, somebody's gonna die. As kind of like the whole premise of the game. Somebody's gonna die. And I want to try and get as many people, like, leveled, well, as much report card stuff as possible, because it makes the trials easier. So I'm trying to raise everyone's report card levels enough that I can get the extra stuff for the trials. Because I know they get progressively harder, depending on how much, like, stuff you found. Okay, nobody's here. I just went back in. God damn it. I'm just, like, attracted to the gym for some reason. Alright, let's see if we can find Game, please. The game does not like it when I come out of the gym. Anyone in here? Nobody's in here. Okay. So, I'm gonna assume that, Chogami is in the library again. Yep, he is indeed still in the Can I go in there now? Hey, you. Oh? I can't concentrate with you here. Kindly leave. Well, damn, okay. Shit, I didn't want to look in the closet anyway. Motherfucker. You know, rude and shit. Reality isn't everything. Well, damn. I guess I'm just going back. So yeah, we've... Somebody by the exit? Maybe? No. Nobody's by the exit. That's the gym. So you know what? We'll go hang out with Hero. We'll do that. Let's hang out with the clairvoyant friend. With the interesting hair.
Huh? Oh, hey, Makoto.
Oh, whoa, Makoto. What's going on? Should I hang out with Hero for a while? Let's hang out with Hero.
Well?
You wanna go grab a bite in the dining hall? I'll teach you where all the best power spots are. Hero taught me about all the best power spots. Hero and I grew a little closer today. Would you like to give Hero a present? Yes. Let's give him... We will give him the water flute. Let's go. I wonder how much I could get for this at the pawn shop. Kidding. I appreciate it, really. He likes it. He did indeed like the water flute.
Could it be...
Hey, Makoto, you know what I think? Kraken! Hi, cutie. How are you? And thank you. You and me meeting like this, it wasn't a coincidence. So I've got some good news for you. I'm gonna give you a psychic reading at a huge discount. A discount?
How about that?
Normally, it's $1,000 for 2 hours, but for you, let's call it 900. Nice. So Hero charges 1,000 yen for 2 hours. That's like... That's $1. If I'm converting things correctly, that's $1. Nice. it could actually be less or more, depending on the fluctuation. That's only $100 discount, and even then, it's way too expensive.
Don't be mean!
Hey, come on. You should count yourself lucky that the ultimate clairvoyant is willing to tell you your future. Oh. You know, that's not bad, honestly. That's not a bad rate for fortune telling. Nice. Thank you for correcting my math. It's been a bit since I looked at the value of yen. But yeah, that's not bad. Like almost $8. Like essentially $8 for 2 hours. That's not bad.
Well,
I sure am. At the bare minimum, I've got a 20% chance of accuracy. Okay, maybe it's a little much for that. I could imagine. It's almost like, oh fuck, what's the Greek currency? It's not denier. At least I don't think it's denier. That converts really hilariously, but right? Right? Love that. 20%. That sounds pretty sketchy.
what the heck?
For real. Don't make that face. Didn't you hear what I said? 20% of the time, I'm right every time. That includes natural disasters, election results, you name it. Don't you realize how amazing that is?
How about that?
Okay, fine. I'll give you a special trial run. After all, I've already seen what the future has in store for you. What? When did you see it?
Well,
You won't believe what I saw. Drachma. Exactly. 20% of the time, he's right. Every time. It's a good thing to say. It works. Because then if you're wrong, they can't say that you didn't say that. You were only right 20% of the time. And then when you're right, you can say, see, I was right. I told you I would be right. It's a win-win. Either way. Fix this real quick. There we go. You know, at the very least, he's very dedicated to his hair. I will give him that. Like, I don't know what he does to his hair to make it stay like that, but it's kind of impressive. I refuse, denied, don't like it. Beautiful.
I'm right, right?
You know, honestly, I would kind of believe that he's got rebar in his hair. You know, maybe. Doesn't matter if you don't like it. That's just the way it is. You know, that's That is probably the actual answer. I also like kind of. It also makes me like kind of worry that you can probably smell him coming. Just thinking about that, you definitely would. 20% accuracy, you said?
You know?
At least. I pray to everything holy that you're wrong. Please be wrong. Oh yeah, absolutely. Now then, since that was a special trial run, I'm afraid I can't apply the discount. That'll be $1,000, please. Don't worry, you can pay me after we get out of here. Wait, hold on. But there's no way you're gonna be right? If you like, I can do a reading right now to see whether my reading was right or not. Naturally, additional fees will apply. Think about it, okay? Let me know as soon as you're ready for my services. Oh, he's gone. Hero in this particular instance. My job here is done. But you didn't do anything. Leaves. Hero is the tuxedo mask in this game. Do I have enough in my bank account to take another crack at it? No, I can't bring myself to pay for something like that. I can see how much people could fall into that kind of cycle, though. That was close. Please, whoever's listening, I'm begging you, whatever else happens, don't let him be right. Yeah. Just unlocked. Well, skill lost in thought. Give yourself a pat on the back. You've earned. I love how condescending these are. Like, seriously. The green text is so condescending. Once we were all done, I headed back to my room for a little while. I guess I'm feeling a little hungry. I'd better get something to eat before it's nighttime. I should head to the dining hall then, I guess. I don't like that. I don't like that music shift. I just wanted to get something to eat. And now I'm about to get roped into something like this. Actually, no, I guess I'm already roped in.
Listen to me!
Hey, Makoto, perfect timing! Huh? What's going on?
Hey, damn it!
I have a favor to ask. A favor? I have a bad feeling about this. Oh no.
Hey, damn it!
Come on, Makoto. You gotta be our witness. Witness to what?
What?
This guy's been talking shit about me since day one, calling me a coward and shit like that.
You're corrupt!
You are a coward. That's why you turn to violence to solve your problems.
You!
That's why you can't do what society asks of you, while you walk around dressed like that.
Huh?
The fuck you say? You don't know shit.
You hear me?
You've already lost to yourself. But you're such a coward, you don't even realize it.
Damn you!
What you're so what? You saying you're not a coward? You think you're tougher than me?
Count on it!
I know I am.
You wanna fight?
Okay then, let's throw down. Prove you got what I don't got.
You hear me?
I accept your challenge.
What?
So that's what's happening, Makoto. You gotta be our witness. You're gonna throw down. You're not gonna, like, start punching each other, are you?
Hey,
There's a bathhouse on the first floor of the dorm, right? With a sauna inside.
I see.
I see. A simple endurance contest it is.
Got it.
We're going to see who can stay in the sauna the longest, am I right?
piece of shit!
Goddamn straight. Are you guys really gonna go through with this?
Stop fucking around.
Shit, yeah.
You!
He'll be done in a matter of minutes. Anyway, people like him are, without exception, all talk.
You want to throw down?
Bring it on. Hell, let's make things interesting. Wouldn't want to win without a challenge, right? Interesting?
You son of a bitch!
We're gonna battle with all our clothes on.
Ridiculous.
That's idiotic. It's suicidal.
You want to fight?
What, you afraid? You're going to regret this.
Stop fucking around.
Shut up and let's do this. Are they both gonna fucking pass out in the sauna? Oh my god.
Mondo.
He, Can we appreciate the fact that Mondo has a fucking cloth on his pompadour? This man's hair is solid enough to hold up a cloth. Probably. He probably will have an aneurysm if he keeps yelling all the time.
What, asshole?
You can take off your uniform, you know? Go ahead. I won't judge.
And you can shut the fuck up and mind your own business. I mean, look at you. Your face is all red. What are you, one of those goddamn hot spring monkeys?
It just so happens I was born with a red face.
You don't have to act all big, man.
Act, you say? I'm still plenty good to go. I'm so good, I could eat a steaming hot bowl of soup right now.
They're actually dying. Are they okay? I tried to push my concern aside. A few minutes passed, then a few dozen minutes, then an hour.
Don't you think it's about time you gave up?
They've been in this fucking sauna for an hour.
What about you? You can't even hardly talk. Dumbass.
Say whatever you want. I'm still totally good to go. In fact, I'm starting to feel kind of cold.
That's not a good thing.
That's probably not good.
Hey, guys, I know you both want to prove how big of badasses you are, but don't you think you've done enough?
Shut up! They yell in unison. God, I just can't win.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited.
Uh-oh.
Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Hey, did you hear that? It's nighttime. How about we call it a tie?
In a true competition, there's no such thing as a tie.
They have both given into the meathead inside them.
You win, or you lose. That's the only thing that matters.
Listen to you, you son of a bitch. Then bring it on. I'll push you right up to the gates of hell.
They are just completely lost in their own competition. The gates of hell? That's not a good place to push someone. This isn't good, guys. Yeah, you hear him? Better crawl on back to your room. I'll let you know how it went in the morning. Then you can start spreading my legend.
Ha 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 ha!
Come tomorrow morning. You'll fall down in front of me, down on your knees. I'll show you where to do it. Guys, I'm proud of you. Be yourself. Dude, that sounded extremely sexual, but you do you. I don't think that's something you want to do in public, but fair enough, I guess. Big talk from someone whose face is about to explode. Right back at you. Okay, well, good night then. He seriously just left him in the fucking sauna? He seriously just fucking left him in the fucking sauna? I really do hope those two don't overdo it. But I'm sure to the death. No, surely they wouldn't go that far. Absolutely, they would go that far. The concern stayed with me as I slowly succumbed to sleep. Right? Right? Exactly. The mastermind of this whole school is probably sitting there watching him being like, are these two really that stupid? does exist, does that mean your future is decided the moment you're born? If all your yesterdays pile up to create your tomorrow, is your future as final as your past? I just don't know.
That's why I'm still alive! Because I don't know! That's why I desperately cling to life!
Monokuma Theater.
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m., and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day!
Alright. And I think, on that note, because last time I went way the fuck over, I think this is a good point to stop for today. Another solid 3 hours. I think we're just about to get into like some more juicier stuff in chapter 2. So next week, I will continue. This is gonna be a weekly thing again, because it's been fun, and I do need to finish it. So yeah, I'm gonna do a quick little save here. Oh, that's not save. There we go. Save the game. Yes. And we'll return. Alright, and I'm gonna mute the desktop here for a second. But yeah. This has been fun. It's been a little refresher for me because I have not experienced the game in quite a while, and it's fun to do the voices. But yeah, next week, gonna keep this to Wednesdays, hopefully, about the same time. And yeah, I appreciate everyone who stopped by today, all the follows, and just for hanging out. Anyone that popped by, whether you've been lurking, talking in chat, I appreciate all of you. And I hope you've been having a good morning, day, evening, night, whatever time it is where you're at. I appreciate all of you. Thank you, Crimson. Thank you, Sawa. I hope you both have a good rest of your day or evening. We're gonna find somebody to raid. Let me take a look and see who is on. Let's see who be streaming right now. While we're at it. And I will send you all over to there. Oh, you guys want to see some art? Because I'll send you over to Baru. We appreciate Baru. She's been doing like a lot of VTuber art. Yeah. Baru, if I remember correctly, is the one that did Roy's reference sheet. And she's been drawing a lot of VTubers. It's also super chill. So I'll get this started and we'll go raid Baru. I think this is the correct. This is always like the hardest part of making a raid, is just making sure you get the name right. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Always good to see everyone. Hope you all have a good rest of the evening and or day. And I'll see you tomorrow. As always, rules of the raid, behave, and let's go say hi to Baru. Thank you all for watching. Bye.